never been to my channel before, my name is Brittany. I go by Marvelous Maverick Moto on YouTube and Instagram. Check it out. Today we are visiting the beautiful city of Frankfort, Kentucky. Down to the state capitol, and there's this really neat planter that's out there that I have never seen anywhere else. I'm pretty sure it's the largest one in the United States, if not the world. We'll double check when we get there. While we're on the way, enjoy the beautiful views. Frankfort is one of my favorite areas because it's just beautiful. It like sits down on the river. Maybe we'll pop into the cemetery while we're out here. I don't know if they're open in the evenings, but there's a gorgeous view of the river and Frankfort. You can see one of the bourbon distilleries from up. It's like up above the river, and you look down at the gorge and everything. It's amazing. Especially right now, it's a great time because it's spring, so everything is starting to bloom. The trees, I don't know if you can tell from this video versus other videos, but the trees are finally turning green, and oh, it's just like so vibrant when all of the flowers start to bloom and the trees start to get their leaves. I love it. On our way, I also wanted to tell you a little bit about what moving has done for me. Before coming to Kentucky, I know I've said before, I lived in Nebraska. That's where I was born and raised. In the capital of Nebraska, Lincoln. And I love Nebraska. It's my hometown. It'll always, be dear and near. Just like I imagine most people feel about their hometowns. But I had a desire to see the world, and not just through traveling, but to actually go and live somewhere else and experience it for what it is. Every time you go somewhere new, you meet different people, you see their way of living. Lots of things might be the same, but some of them are going to be different. And for me, it wasn't just experiencing the difference in how people are from one part of the world to the other. Oh crap, I don't want to turn. Let me in. For me, what I got most from moving was really just building my own confidence. The confidence in myself, the confidence to be able to do things on my own. When you move to a new city and you don't have any family or friends there, you really have to make your own way in life. And it can be really scary because you don't necessarily know what you're getting into. A lot of cities, if you've got friends and family, you may have visited a lot, you may have stayed with them, so you may be really familiar with the area. When I moved to Kentucky, I had never been, well, I take that back. I had been to Lexington once, and that was for my job interview. But again, you explore a little bit different when it's for a job interview visit versus something else. Before that, I had only been to Kentucky once, and that was to go to a professional conference in Louisville. And I really loved Louisville. I just had a really great time. So when I was job searching and looking to branch out, I kind of just took a chance on Kentucky. I checked to see if there was anything in the area that was interesting to me, and honestly, y'all, I feel like I got really lucky getting a job. Don't get me wrong, I put in the effort to make a good impression and try to gain the interest of the hiring manager. But I think I got a little bit lucky in that he was a really great guy. He was nice to meet. Okay, apparently this is not the way to where I'm trying to go. Guess we're gonna have to put that thought on hold for a minute here while I figure out where I'm going. Okay, y'all. Sorry this isn't going to be as cohesive as I planned. This is one thing that goes along with moving to a new place. You think you know where you're going, and then you realize, oh crap, I don't know what road I'm supposed to be on. So, as I was saying, moving to a new place, you don't know for sure what you're getting into. So when I moved, I did not know much about Kentucky, and I took a big chance on it, just based on the 2 visits that I had made previously. So moving to Kentucky has really grown my confidence in being comfortable going out and doing things on my own. Before moving here, I mean, I still did things on my own, but I didn't necessarily have to do things on my own because I always had friends or family that I could meet up with. So, you know, I tend to opt to go and do things with others. But, when you're in a new place and you don't know anybody, you don't have that option, so you really have to pave your own way. And one of the big things that I've gotten better about is riding solo. When I first started riding, I still rode solo back in Nebraska. Most of the solo rides were to and from work, but then outside of that, honestly, like, I was so busy that I didn't even have a lot of time to go out and do rides, and I would usually go with my boyfriend because the two of us we both liked to be out on the motorcycles. When I moved to Kentucky, I was first really nervous about going and riding by myself because I guess I just thought that something might happen, and then, you know, I wouldn't know exactly where I was. I wouldn't have an emergency contact to get a hold of, you know, none of those things. And the more that I just got out there and did it, the more comfortable I became. And that is something that I don't think I would have built up or experienced the same way if I hadn't moved to a new place. So I've gotten to do a lot of things just purely for myself, and it's been an awesome growing opportunity for me. The other thing that's really kind of helped is, again, when you don't know anyone, the only way to meet people is to go out and just do it. You can't you don't have any excuses. If you make excuses for yourself, you just won't get out there and you won't meet anyone and you'll be alone. So that's something too that it really helped me, you know. As I got here, I was like, well, if I want to find like-minded people with similar interests, then I'm gonna have to take a chance and get out there. I'm gonna have to go to events by myself. I'm gonna have to, you know, do some meetups, whatever. And that's what I did. And honestly, I was really amazed at how many people that I spoke to were like super impressed that I went and made friends. I guess I didn't know it was that hard, which is interesting coming from somebody who's a social introvert. So I tend to like more small group one-on-one activities. So it was kind of a big deal for me to go out, but like I said, if I didn't do it, I was never going to meet anyone. So I guess I just viewed it as something that had to be done and didn't dwell on it. And I had a lot of coworkers tell me that they were really impressed that I was going out right away and meeting people. I don't know, I think I'll still be confused as to why they were so impressed, but I don't know, it is hard to meet people. Well, I was gonna wait for him, but I guess it's red. We are getting pretty close to the capital, so gotta kind of wrap up. But one final thing is moving to a new state has also really grown my independence for the things that I just stated before. I've always kind of thought of myself as fairly independent. You know, if there's something that I want to do, I'm gonna do it, and I don't like to let people hold me back. But again, when you're in a new place, you're either gonna make it or break it, I guess. Oh shit. Why do I keep doing this? I think this worked out, except I was supposed to take that left. Oh, I should have stopped there. We'll come back this way. I've never stopped at the scenic overlook. If you can see the city through the trees, but it's really pretty. Oh no, it's closed. I guess we'll see how far I can go. Go. There's part of it. Hope you're enjoying my GPS voice. Yay, we made it. Yay. Here's the planter. Looks like they don't have very many plants in right now. Here it is, y'all. This is one of the world's largest clocks. Usually they put a whole bunch of flowers in it. It's like I said, it's a planter. Right now they've got green lights everywhere in it to commemorate all the individuals that died due to COVID. And the green is also supposed to symbolize us standing together to overcome things like COVID and other big events. I think it's super cool. Usually they've got the fountain going. I think maybe it's not quite warm enough, so they haven't turned it on. We've had several nights where it actually got down to freezing, so pretty cool though. I love it here. It's so beautiful. You'll probably get sick of me saying that. Not sure if you can see the plaque very good, but it's pretty cool. It says that the planter alone is 34 feet in diameter and weighs 200,000 pounds. The minute hand is 20.5 feet long and weighs 530 pounds. And the hour hand is 15.5 feet long and weighs 420 pounds. They are cast aluminum. Neat. There you go.